IndieGamesAAA.com.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is another edition of the Great Digital TCG Search of 2014. I am so happy. This is the end of the third set of games, just finishing up the matchup between Scrolls and PoxNora. It's probably been one of the more entertaining weeks for me because coming in, PoxNora was like one of the least familiar games for me. Definitely one of the games that I have not dealt with at all, and the mechanics, were outside of what I'm used to, I think, so it's really interesting. I'm sorry for looking so unkempt, but such is the life of a man going through exam time in graduate school and keeping up an indie games website. So happy to bring you this video. So let's talk Scrolls, let's talk PoxNora real quick. Scrolls, the game from Mojang, with a beautiful art style, with a similar gameplay to other things I've seen. Like it kind of looks similar to Ironclad Tactics, if you've heard of that. It plays well. The whole resource gathering mechanic is very interesting. Being able to constantly draw cards is really cool. Having structures, having to take down totems, I really like that. I like the forging system they have, the kind of like way to make your own scrolls and upgrade those scrolls. Their store is nice. The visuals are fantastic. I'm not sure if the game is the game for me. It's something I need to dig into deeper, and it's still a game that's way in development. But for a game that is like still in beta, it's actually really incredibly polished already. They have some experimental modes going on I'd like to try out before I do another cast on that game or cover that game again. I guess I kind of just blew it, but who cares. PoxNora is a little bit different. It's much more of a turn-based strategy game. The map is giant. Everything that's going on is working towards a goal, but you need to like structure your units. It feels kind of like a mix of a TCG and Final Fantasy Tactics, or I guess you could say any of those like Disgaea games. It feels kind of like that in a way, but you're playing these things called champions with resources, and you have to control resource points like a real-time strategy game. So it's definitely different than what I'm used to. But in the end, I think the whole intrigue of something new, something still being developed, and something I could kind of get in on the ground floor on is really intriguing to me. PoxNora has been around for a while, and the graphics are dated. It seems like it has an established, community. People who have been playing the game for a while. Scrolls is brand new, and I love myself a brand new card. It's very difficult to pass up on that for something that maybe is, a little bit worn around the edges. It's this. I think I got the same feeling I did when I first got into Magic with PoxNora. It's like that. An initial hurdle is one you do have to make, and one that's very difficult to make. Scrolls, on the other hand, is really, really like well done, well polished. I look forward to looking into it more. Whereas with PoxNora, I kind of was hesitant to even play again. The games were taking too long. There's no integration with mobile devices. It just seemed. It felt dated, and Scrolls felt brand new, and that level of polish is something I look for in all these games. And Scrolls definitely has some mechanics that I'm not totally in tap with yet, but I can't wait to explore them more. And yeah, I think my decision was relatively easy. I think from like the second time I booted up PoxNora, I was like, Scrolls is definitely something that I would rather be playing right now than this. So Scrolls will be moving on, and I believe that sets up the first matchup in the Final Four. So let me pull that up for you guys and tell you what that is. I'm really excited for the Final Four. I think that is the round that is going to be like the best because I will be most familiar with the game. So PoxNora will be, or Scrolls will be moving on to face Soulforge in round 2. Coming from the man who knows, what he likes and kind of has, the say in this whole tournament, is that Scrolls versus Soulforge is going to be a great matchup. That also means that our final matchup of in the next 2 weeks will be Hearthstone against Question Mark right now, because I'm pretty sure Hex is only out for iOS, and I like casting these games, so I have a possible replacement in mind. I might be using that. But next week will definitely be the week I do Hearthstone, which I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for. There's a ton of fans of that game, so yeah, and I've already kind of dabbled with that a little bit, and so it'll be a game I'm well informed on and able to show you some online games of, so that'll be really nice. So I really look forward to playing some Hearthstone next week. I look forward to seeing you guys back here again. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you for watching and sticking with me. I know we're all revved up for the Final Four, but we got one more matchup left. Group C still has to happen, so these Group B results were good to get off my chest. So we only have 8 more weeks of this or something. But I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'd be happy to get back to you on any of your opinions. I'm always happy to see commenters. And check back next Thursday when I'll be playing Hearthstone. For all that and more, IndieGamesAAA.com, guys. I will see you next week.